Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have David Knuth here from Knuth Brewing Company in Ripon, Wisconsin. David, thanks for jumping on with me.
Thanks for having me. Happy
It
Wednesday.
is, yeah, total happy Wednesday. When you're doing what you do, every day is a happy day, though, right?
Good to be in the beer business.
Absolutely. Wisconsin is known for that. And I'm really excited to learn more about your brewery. So if you don't mind, I'd love to ask you 6 questions about Knuth Brewing Company.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. David, when people ask you what your business does, how do you describe it? Is it just beer?
No, we do beer. We do wood-fired pizza. We make our own bread, our own pizza dough. Lots of fresh local produce, wings, salads. So everything's pretty much cooked in the wood-fired oven. And then, of course, we do beer also. So full-service restaurant and beer.
Awesome. Thank you. And that is something that I know us Wisconsinites always appreciate, as well as the people that travel here.
Yeah, and we'll be doing weddings soon in our new spot, which we can talk about later.
Yeah. Oh my God. Awesome. I'm excited. So that actually leads me into my next question. What were your plans when you started Knuth Brewing Company and how have they changed?
Well, when we started, I just didn't want to have to sell my house. Like I had one daughter at the time, and you never know what you're getting into. It's just my wife and I. So we kind of took the leap, and I'll never forget that first day that we opened. We were so nervous, and now it's probably more what drives me is the people that work for us. So we're going through a major expansion now, and we're hoping to create better jobs. And the people that started with me now they have kids and they have husbands, wives, and so we're hoping that we can continue to grow and be a strong company and continue to be a strong company, more so for the people involved.
Love that you say that and provide great jobs. Like you said, that is the kind of leadership that we need in the business world. So thank you. Tell me a little bit more about weddings. So you're doing a banquet hall?
Yes, so we're moving into a new facility. We're currently renovating it. It was an old five and dime store, like department store back in the 1900s.
Okay.
And it's been a number of things over the years. It's big. It's probably 19,000 square feet, to first and second floor, and it's really cool. Like we've uncovered all the old field stone and the brick and the foundation, so that's all exposed. Exposed beams, all the lumber that they used to use back in the day. And so we'll have a bigger brewery that we can do tours with. We'll have a little bit bigger restaurant, and then full outside beer garden, which has always been a dream of mine to have an actual beer garden. And then we'll have an upstairs event space too. So we can seat probably 350 people or so for
Wow.
events, parties, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations on not only opening your business, growing your business, but creating your dream and making that a reality. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you.
So you talked about providing great jobs. My next question for you is, what is the biggest way you impact the community? I know that's one of those right there. Do you want to expand upon what else you're doing in the community?
Honestly, I think what we offer that's most valuable to people is just a place where they can come and hang out and have a cold beer and get a sandwich or a pizza. What I love about our business is, so we're in Ripon, so there's a college town here, so we'll get college professors, we get college students. There's a lot of manufacturing, so we get the guys working on the line, and then we get the executives that run the company. We get people coming for dates. We get kids and their parents, and like, so there's all, like, it's what's great about a brewery is a lot of people just love breweries or places like breweries, and when we opened it, my wife and I, we just wanted it to be a comfortable place where people can just hang out. So luckily I think we've achieved that goal, and that's probably, I think, the biggest impact that we have is just providing a space for people.
Absolutely. And continuing to provide spaces for weddings and whatnot now too.
When you can't always go to Florida, so sometimes you just, on a Wednesday night, you just need a beer sometimes.
Yes, I love that. You can't always go to Florida. That's so great. Totally. So, David, what is one challenge that you have faced over the past 8 years that other business owners could learn from?
I think, and I kind of knew this just from my previous experience, but I think when you open a business, the product is almost secondary. It's like,
Mm,
it takes a lot more than making great beer to run a great brewery, or great food to run a great restaurant. It's working with people, dealing with people, understanding people, and then all the other things that come along with a business. Like I think there's sometimes you think if you make great cannolis, you can open a cannoli business, and you probably can, but there's a lot more to it than just cannolis, So I
Absolutely.
to adapt and learn as you go, and that's probably one of the biggest challenges, and that never stops. Like when we opened, I didn't know a lot of stuff, and now I've learned a lot of stuff, and now we're doing this big expansion, and there's a ton of stuff I've never dealt with this, and so we're learning. You're constantly learning new things.
Which is so important for us just to be able to adapt, I'm sure. So you went through, you did go through COVID because you opened 8 years ago. So
Yep.
what was your experience? Were there any challenges during COVID?
No, none at all.
How'd you make it through?
Yeah. How did we make it through? Well, we had great support from our community and our customers, number one. And we were in a good position going into it. We're established, which surely helped, and just being able to adapt and kind of roll with the punches. That's just part of it, I guess. So, but
Absolutely.
support from the community was awesome.
That's awesome. And yeah, Ripon is such a neat community. Like you said, it is a college town, but there are so many different kinds of people that you're bringing into your second home, Knuth Brewing Company.
Yeah.
So very
It's
cool.
great if you're looking for a place to visit. There's lots of great shopping, great restaurants. We've got a downtown old fashioned movie theater. It's actually the first Marcus theater in the company. So it was,
Really?
yeah, yep. So it's kind of got that old school feel to it. And downtown is we're part of the Main Street Wisconsin Main Street organization. So lots of great architecture and Friday night concert series. So it's a fun place.
Yeah, definitely. And then grab a beer. So what
Yes.
does the future look like to Knuth Brewing Company? And do you have an exit plan?
I don't have an exit plan. It's something I think about. I have two daughters, and they're 10 and 6, and they both say they want to run the brewery when they get older. I don't know if they will or not. There's probably nothing I would love more than to see them take over, because I think family owned companies, like one of the things I love about ActionCOACH Brewery is when you go up to Chippewa Falls,
Yep.
Generation family run, and I think that's so cool. But if they don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to push them to it. So we'll kind of figure that out. I'm only 37, so I've got a little bit of time left.
Little bit of time. And so do those girls, right?
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Congratulations on those girls too. And giving them opportunity, but not forcing them, right? So we'll see what they do. That's wonderful.
Yes.
So my final question for you, David, is all subjects open. What inspires you most?
What inspires me most? That's a good question. I think what I like about what I get to do is I love being the beer man, and I don't have to do the same thing every day. So I think that's what I love. And the good Lord put me in this position for whatever reason, and I think I love the people that we deal with, and our customers, our employees, and it's not all rainbows and sunshine, but it keeps me out of the coal mines, as they say.
Right there you go. I love it. Not all rainbows and sunshine, but there is always beer. So there we have it. Now, if someone wants to enjoy your wood fire cooked pizzas, those salads, those wings, and of course your beer, what's the best way for them to connect with you?
So we're on Facebook, Instagram, KnuthBrewingCompany.com, and we've got all our events. So we do live music a couple times a month, and so you can come visit us. And then we also have a beer finder on our website. So if you're not in Ripon, but if we do distribute probably within a 30-mile radius.
Okay.
So pick up our beer at other bars, restaurants. We're at Festival Foods in certain locations, and Piggly Wiggly's and other grocery stores. So.
Awesome. And what's your favorite style of beer?
Well, I like more traditional. So I really like German style beers. So right now we have a Maibach, which is a May seasonal, and that's a German lager. We do a Pilsner named after my great grandfather. Uh,
Oh,
that's probably my favorite one. But our best seller is the Blue Light Blonde, and that's just kind of an easy drinking farmhouse ale, named after my wife. I always joke with people. She let me open the brewery, so I told her I'd name her the first beer after her.
I
So
love that. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations, David, on running a successful business, 8 years now, continuing to grow, having that new banquet hall across the street. Really excited for the things that you're going to do in 2023 and beyond.
thanks for having me on. This was fun.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Have a great day.